one and only Joe Namath. How are you, Joe?
Oh, Rich, I'm well, thank you. It's great hearing you, buddy.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? If you were here, I'd give you a hug, Joe. You know I always do that whenever I see you. As a New Yorker, you're the man.
Yeah, I want to tell you about that. You see, we gotta stop that in front of all those folks you have around there.
Joe Namath phoning into the Rich Eisen show. When I bring up Super Bowl III and Weeb Eubank beating Don Shula, what memories does that bring up for you, Joe?
Automatically, I think of Coach Eubank and how well he had us prepared for that contest. If it wasn't for Coach Eubank, I don't believe, it would have been a struggle. He had us more confident going into that game than most folks would have had their team. So I certainly thank Coach Eubank for getting us there and for us being able to win the championship.
Joe, what do you think about what the Super Bowl has become and what Media Day is compared to your Media Day in South Florida and when you were talking about that we're gonna beat the Colts?
Well, Rich, I go back, as you know, the first Super Bowl, the second Super Bowl, and on and on. And as a player, I can't imagine preparation being a whole lot different as far as the intensity. You certainly have more avenues to use to get prepared. Everyone's intelligence, the game's changed, improved, and all. The big thing is the numbers, the people that are there. You know, back years ago, these towns that were hosting the Super Bowl, they were as excited as could be, and the events, the venues were exciting, but it's grown so much, the size and the interest, the media. It's spectacular. The week leading up to the Super Bowl's got to be the best in sports.
The greatest New York Jet of all time, Joe Namath, joining me right here, and I know that there's others that are up there, obviously, but the guarantee, I mean, you were the first one to essentially do that sort of stuff, Joe, and we've seen people attempt to try it since then. Can you please walk me through what made you say that, and did you understand what you were saying when you said that way back in the day, Joe?
Oh, Rich, I understood how I felt about our position and how I felt about our game. But just to throw a great name out there that was a little bit ahead of the time, too, was a fella named Muhammad Ali. At the time, Cassius Clay, talking about getting ready for Sonny Liston. I was a fan then, and he was part of the reason I had such confidence and started to run my mouth and say, yeah, we're going to win the game. I guarantee you. I meant it. And we did. We had the better team, and our defense was probably the best-kept secret from the sports fans in general going into that game. But our defense, just as today, our defense played such a major role in shutting the Colts out until the very end of fourth quarter.
Joe Namath, Hall of Famer here on the Rich Eisen Show. You know, everybody knows about Rob Gronkowski off the field. We see videos of him sometimes in Las Vegas and on social media. Joe, if social media was around when you were playing and there was a TMZ and cameras seeing what you were doing off the field, what would that have meant, Joe? You tell me.
I'd have had to change my game plan, Rick. That's all. Flexible guy.
Yeah.
I up and I'd have carried on slightly in a different fashion.
Yeah. So that was your game plan. That would have been you'd had to alter. You had audible at the line, essentially, Joe.
Oh, what was always ready for what was going to come up. At least I like to think that anyway. I certainly got fooled from time to time, but on the football field, I was prepared. Off the football field, no, Rich, I don't know how I could have handled that. Today, example, I mean, this is a joyful time to be here and visiting with the folks. Mm-hmm. So much is going on around the hotel lobbies, every street and all, and boy, you better be on your toes, and because you can't keep a low profile. Let me put it that way. If you're a guy that likes to keep a low profile a little bit, it's very difficult, and you better accept the notoriety and the high visibility with a joyful attitude, man, and conduct yourself appropriately.
Joe, before I let you go, tell me about the Joe Namath Neurological Research Center in Jupiter, Florida. Tell me about that, Joe.
Rich, I'm thrilled. We're trying to help these traumatic brain injury folks that suffer on a daily basis throughout our country. I went through a protocol myself for a year and change, and have had some checkups since. And we've proven that through treatment with oxygen, hyperbaric chambers with the right protocol, we can help restore some damaged areas in the brain. And we're going to continue our study. And for those that are interested, God bless them, get it. The website, NamathNeurologicalCenter.com, to get more information.
Terrific, Joe. You are, again, one of a kind, man. And I love you, Joe Namath, for everything that you've meant to the New York Jets and the New York sports scene and who you are and what you stand for. You are the best, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich, and your team too, buddy.
You bet. Thanks. We'll chat with you down the line. Who's going to win Super Bowl 49? Who do you think's going to win Super Bowl 49, Joe?
Oh, going back to Super Bowl III, man, I got to call my family first and let them know. I just couldn't tell everybody. I don't know who's going to win this one, Rich. I'm not going to be on the field, but I think New England's going to find a way to pull it out.
Maybe it's because they got a Jet playing corner, right? Maybe it's that, Joe, right? Maybe they got the shutdown corner from a New York Jet, right, Joe?
Don't have enough time to go into the Jets.
Thanks for calling in, Joe. I appreciate it.
You, Rich.
You bet. That's Joe Namath, Hall of Famer.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.